Bueno, al fin de sentarte con nosotros, viejo.
A mí es un placer ese puesto cada vez que me siento contigo. Every time I see you. Aprendo mucho. You learn a lot.
Yo no ver el comandante Fidel, yo con Fidel nunca hablé,
He never spoke with Fidel,
pero de Cuba para regalar algo, lo único
but from Cuba, in order for us to give something away,
famoso de Cuba es el tabaco.
one of the best things you can actually give is actually cigars.
Porque si regalan una fruta en todos los países son mejores que
We
aquí.
have a lot of fruits in South America, right? So when you're giving away fruits, it's not such a big thing.
Y entonces yo te hice el cuento cuando
And then he,
el cuñado de jefe de Fidel, el Eduardo Rivera, iba al almacén y cogía tabaco de San Juan y de San Luis, así
Fidel's relative would get cigars from here, from San Juan.
y llega Fidel, se baja,
Brother-in-law, he was his
sube
bodyguard.
el carro y dice, de
And then
Chicho,
Fidel went out of the car.
oye,
and
que aroma
said,
tiene el tabaco,
"Man, this
¿qué
very
marca
nice
es?
smell.
No, esto no tiene
Which
marca,
brand is it? It doesn't have any.
esto lo hace el cuñado mío
This
ahí.
is done by my brother-in-law in San Juan.
¿Qué coño? Mándame a buscar a tu cuñado, lo voy a
Damn,
mandar a
I want
buscar.
to see him. I want to meet him.
Y llega un carro
And then they sent him. They went in that same moment. They went to pick him up.
a la fábrica por la Rañaga, Eduardo Rivera,
And then they went to the factory. They themselves went to the factory.
me acompañan.
I'll walk with you.
Coño, este es de la CIA, este es de un carro negro buscándose a uno en la
There's
fábrica.
a black car searching for someone inside the farm. The factory. It's like CIA or something.
Yeah.
Y se lo llevan a Fidel.
And then they call him, and he goes and he meets Fidel.
Oye, como un tabaco que tú haces,
And I smoke a cigar that you did. How do you make this?
¿cómo tú haces eso? Y Eduardo, que es un tabaquero, ¿no? Le digo, yo ligando bueno con bueno.
And Eduardo said that I do this blending good stuff with good stuff
Ligando bueno con bueno, tabaco vuelta abajo.
from the cigar from the leaves that are actually harvested in Bogotá.
Dice, bueno, para hacer un tabaco bien hecho,
Well, so if I want to make a
¿qué
good
se
cigar,
necesita?
what do I need?
Y Eduardo le dice, bueno,
And Eduardo said to Fidel,
tener buena materia prima
you need to have very good rough material,
y tener los dedos finos.
and you have to have like thin fingers, like small hands.
Dice le Fidel, entonces
And
las
Fidel
mujeres
said,
deben ser buenas para eso.
then women should be like very good.
Dice, bueno, las mujeres en Cuba no han recibido tabaco nunca.
Women here have never rolled cigars here in
Pero tú no
Cuba.
dices que tienen que tener las manos
So
finas.
don't you say they have to have like thin hands? So thin hands, women's.
Bueno, enséñeme 200 mujeres que usan tabaco.
Well, you will teach 200 women to roll cigars.
Y le dieron 200 mujeres.
And then they found the
Todas las
200
semanas
women
enseñaba
weekly.
20, 25.
He will teach 25 women daily,
Y empezaron
different
a
women
hacer
each week.
tabaco
And then they started rolling cigars
para el Ministerio del Interior.
for the Ministry of Interior, for the government as well.
Entonces, Fidel regalaba cajas de tabaco, cajones,
And then Fidel would give like bags, like big bags of cigars,
de 1000 tabacos,
of
1500.
almost 1,000, like 1,500 cigars.
A los presidentes que eran amigos de
So
él,
many different presidents that were friends with him.
pero no tenía muchos presidentes amigos.
But back in the days, he didn't have that many presidents which were friends with him.
Allí están los presidentes que él le regaló cajas.
And they have the names in different factories of the president that he actually gave those boxes to.
Entonces yo le preparaba
And then he
y
prepared
la capa,
the capa,
río seco, quemado
the
rubí.
wrapper,
Sí, la capa, la parte de afuera. Río seco, quemado rubí, primero y el coro.
he actually prepared some of the leaves that were actually sent over there, and some of them came from this factory.
Y el tabaco de sol, 4 finques de San Juan y 4 de San Luis.
The ones that he actually collected for the cigar, for that specific cigar, was from this region, and then the other ones, which are the ones that used to go in the middle, the cigar which is grown under the sun, were collected from San Luis.
Tuve que, bueno, aquí de San Juan, Santa Damiana,
From San Juan, Santa Damiana, the Pearl,
el
cat.
gacho, el gacho se llama. Y la
4 farms from this
San
area.
Juan Mocho, creo que era. Y de San Luis, el Pinar de
And
Robaina,
then
y el
from
Pinar
San
de
Luis, Robaina,
Barbacoa, Chilla de Emilián y la Ceiba de Artiaga.
and 3 others
Tuve que
from
comer mucho,
San
pero
Luis.
ya resolví el problema. Cuando estaba el padre de mi tío abuelo.
And when his father and his uncle,
Gente muy preparada. Y, oye,
people that were actually very prepared,
esta capa
he said
es
to them,
para Fidel.
this final layer, this capa is for Fidel.
Y le ponían laguito. Se sacaban 20 tercios, laguito. Se sacaban 100, laguito.
And then once you were producing those layers, you would put to it laguito, which is one of the
Y
factories.
ahí está la fábrica.
It's one of the factories. It's near to a compound that is owned by the military and the government near Havana.
Entonces comenzaron las mujeres ya a coger la agilidad.
And then the women started to get like very good at rolling cigars.
200 mujeres haciendo
Imagine
tabaco.
200 women rolling cigars.
Y fumaba Fidel, fumaba Che Guevara
And Fidel, Che were smoking them.
y el ministro de Agricultura.
And the Ministry of Agriculture back in those days.
Se llenó el laguito de tabaco torcido.
So El Laguito, that farm, was actually filled up by cigars back in
Entonces
those
un
days.
día yo voy a La Habana para otra
And then
cosa.
one day he went to Havana to do something else.
Oye, llamen a Fidel, llamen a...
And he said, come on, call Fidel and call someone.
Paren esto.
Stop this.
Y entonces fue Fidel,
And then Fidel showed
la
up.
secretaria que tenía,
And the secretary he had at the time,
que se llamaba Celia Sánchez
which was
Mandoley.
called Celia Sanchez Mandoley.
Y Celia empezó a preguntarme.
And then Celia started to ask.
Celia era de Oriente.
Celia was from the west part of Cuba. The cigar at that moment was being like kept inside that factory. It was not being sold.
¿De dónde comenzó el tabaco? ¿Cómo era? Y
She started to investigate like the whole history of the cigar here in
Bueno,
Cuba.
los indios cubanos
So
fumaban
started about the Indians here in Cuba that were smoking it
con una horqueta
with kind of like a pipe.
que uno dice que se llamaba cojiba.
That people would say that thing they were using for smoking it was called cohiba.
Y entonces Celia fue que me dijo,
And
bueno,
then
¿por
Celia
qué
said, when
eso tabaco lo inscribimos y la
then why
ponemos?
shouldn't we put like a name to this brand? These cigars that been sent from Guatemala, right? And we put it Cohiba.
Y le ponemos cohiba.
And then we put Cohiba to it.
Inscribieron la marca cohiba,
And then they created the brand,
que era la marca que había preparado Fidel Castro para
which
regalar.
was one that Fidel Castro prepared for actually give away in like gifts.
Y a los 2 años era la marca más cotizada en el mundo entero.
And after 2 years of being created, it was the most important brand all over the world. Like the prices went very high
Por varias razones.
for many
Primero,
different reasons.
porque era materia prima muy buena.
First of all, the raw materials was one of the best in the world.
Segundo, porque estaban añejados allí de 2 o 3 años.
Second, because they were in that place for like 3 years.
Y tercero, porque otros decían que era la Liga Fidel.
And then in third case, because they called it was actually it was called the Fidel blending.
Una pregunta, perdón, no interrumpo. Entonces,
Has
quiere
one question.
decir que la marca Cohiba, la idea de la marca Cohiba fue
So one question. So you can say that the blending of Cohiba,
Eduardo. Y bueno, y usted que fue
Eduardo
Yo
Rivera.
preparaba el tabaco y se lo mandaba.
se lo mandaba.
Yo participé en ligas de estas nuevas. Hay como 6 o 7 ligas. La que más tuvo en Cuadra. Que lo hicieron con tabaco de Oriente.
He's saying that out of the brands that we've been doing after 1959, the one he actually worked in wasn't one that you got from the factory, Cuava. He worked in that one.
Es la primera cosa. Entonces cuando yo le enciendo, digo, oye, esto es para venderlo, porque no se lo regalamos a los americanos, que si los matamos a todos. Pero no estaba la guerra esta, ellos se reían.
He said that he made a joke in that time we were actually fighting with the States of us and saying, let's do these cigars poisonous and let's send them let's just give us gifts to the States and then we'll kill all the people in the government.
¿A quién se le ocurre hacer un tabaco?
Ask him, was that then or is that
Un
now?
tabaco de Oriente y de Villa.
Dice Arsenio, dice que si todavía tiene ese pensamiento.
No, no,
Dice que no,
yo
no
nunca lo
anymore.
tuve, yo
No
nunca lo
anymore.
tuve. Es que la cosa, el otro día le decía que un hermano mío, el año 65,